So I woke up yesterday morning and everything seemed relatively normal, except I had a sharp pain in my right eye. It was alarming and painful, so my immediate reaction was to take a shower and attempt to flush out my eye in case dust or dirt or ground up cinder blocks had somehow crept past the vigilant mediator of my eyelid. I tend to freak out when things go into my eye, whether or not these things are administered intentionally, so it was not a very enjoyable shower. After that, the pain persisted, and I wasn't sure if I should seek some sort of medical attention or just wait and see if the condition worsened, but as I wasn't in possession of my health card anyway, I decided that I would go to school. In first period, my friend Sarah took it upon herself to nurse me back to health by flushing my eye out, this time with saline. Since my discomfort with the idea of having things go into my eye did not lessen at all in the time after my shower and before school began, I freaked out some more. Unfortunately, neither the saline nor my thrashings did anything to discourage my eye, which still hurt and was now tearing up rather severely. The rest of the day was rather unremarkable as I sat around and whined about my eye. I reached the self-diagnosis that there probably wasn't anything in my eye or I would have expelled it already, and assumed that I had somehow come down with some sort of infection. After school, I was supposed to get a haircut, but I was rather distraught, and in any case did not need a haircut regardless of the opinion of my mother, so I went home and waited until my mother arrived from work and asked her to drive me to the clinic. The waiting room was full of the breed of sticky, yelling children that thrive in that sort of environment, but eventually my name was called. The doctor cheerfully examined my eye for a moment before deciding that she wanted to add a dye to see once and for all whether or not there were any irritants causing the pain which had not lessened at all over the course of the day. Unsurprisingly, I freaked out a bit when she used the dye, but instead of plain old discomfort, I felt an acute mixture of discomfort and awe when the dye actually tinted my vision and made everything rather yellow for a good half-minute. My eye cried out the dye rather quickly, and the doctor decided to check the inside of my eyelid, which she did by pulling on it with a strange implement. She reached the conclusion that I had a minor infection, instructed me to take some polysporin, and sent me on my way. I ended up going to the music recital at school that evening, which featured the aforementioned Sarah participating in a pretty rendition of Carol of the Bells, and my other friend Jake wearing a very stupid hat while my eye stung like hell, a situation which I consider to be the very definition of not a total loss.